What is up, guys and gals? Space Unicorn here, bringing you the ride home from work. You guys know the drill. Gonna hop in here, we're gonna chat it up and gonna have some fun, because that is what we do. Anywho, so gentlemen, how are we all doing today? I hope you all are doing fantastic as per the usual. We are just enjoying the ride, just having fun, drilling home. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Um, anyways, whew. How are you doing, Legend Killer? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Love seeing you in the chat. Welcome, Smile, USA Smile. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing both very, very well. We're just riding home from work. You guys know the drill. Got to make a stop. Maybe repurchase some fishing gear if the store's open. Well, I hope it is. I would love to be able to get some fishing gear restocked so I can go do some fishing, because the fishing is calling my name and I can't go fishing. How you doing, Kanye East? Oh man, guys. So we got a lot of videos to do today. Gonna catch up on some viewer suggested stuff, which is an awesome thing to do. I got the boss this morning. I got Wolf this morning. I got Nautica this morning. I had a very good chest opening this morning. Let's just put it that way. I never have had that many legendaries pop out of 2 chests. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're going to swing over here to the sporting goods store and see what we can get. Is there SBM in Frag? I lost 6 matches. In 2v2? I don't think so. But I am not certain on that one. Welcome, Ashish. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Love seeing you in the chat. I got a legendary in a common. Yeah, I did too. I actually got Boss in a common box. And then I got Nautica in a gold box. And then I got one of the epic chests and got Wolf in that. So not a bad, like I said, not a bad day of turnout for those cards. That is for darn sure. Can you record your chest openings? I would have to amass a lot of chests to do a chest opening video. It's something I could do. It would just take time to save the money up to do it. If I can do it, though, I will. How did I get up against Echo members? You can go up against Echo members as much as you want. The thing with it is, Legend Killer, if you are in 2v2, the can't face club restriction does not count. So in 1v1, you can't face Echo player. You can't face anyone on your same team as long as it's turned off. Now, if it's turned on, then it's a different matter altogether. It's just kind of the way she goes. I got some interesting video ideas that have come to me as of late, so we'll have some content coming out of the next couple of days. I would love to have enough content ideas that I could do double uploads for you guys. I think that'd be awesome. I'd also love for the servers to be stable though too. So kind of take what you can get, you know. It's always something. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot, guys. All the carrying. Yeah, we all have days like that, that's for sure. One thing with Frag is you never really know. Some days you're on, some days you're off. I haven't been off for a while, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try to get on the leaderboard this season, so I'm gonna need about 25k trophies to do that. It's not too hard to do. How are you doing, Ernesto? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Love seeing you there. So I need 25k trophies to make leaderboard. If I can do that, I'll be on the leaderboard this season. I'll play Frag anymore until they nerf running again. I can't win. I just can't. No matter what I do, everyone uses the same deck. Hey man, you can beat them. I'm telling you, Smile. The trick is you have to build your lineup to counter him. If you do that, you will beat Ronan. It's just going to take time, honestly. So with the Desperate buff, Smile, what you're going to want to do, and trust me on this, what you're going to want to do to beat Ronans more consistently, you're going to want to have a long-range character. I use Crystal personally. And then you're going to want to have a mid-range character. I'm using Desper for my mid-range character as well, but you could also use Fraggin' Man. He does a very, very good against Ronan. And you could also use, well, if you have Ronan, use Ronan to counter Ronan. And the third thing you're going to want is a defensive card that slows down your opponent. This means no boss. This means you're running Frost or Bobber. I would tell you to run Frost because he has a little bit more range and his ult can one-shot the Ronin. So that is something to keep in the back of your head. You want to build your lineup with all three of those pieces. You need a ranged, a medium range, and a solid defensive character that slows down mobility. If you can do that, you will consistently beat Ronins. It's just one of those things. So try that out. Give them a shot. Like I said, I personally, if you look at my lineup, for instance, if you look at the one I'm using and I'm winning, I'm literally not losing unless I DC. If you look at the one I'm using, it's Frost, Crystal, Desper. And then I have a Ronin in there just to play around with as well. But Frost, Crystal, and Desper, all counter Ronin. And they all work very, very well against a Ronin player. So that's what I would recommend for you. Just something to kind of kick around and give a shot to, you know? Because obviously I don't want to see you stop playing Frag because of character. You can beat him. I believe in you. I saw that people are complaining about Desper. That character goes through more changes than any other character in Frag, and it's a little bit ridiculous. They just need to leave him be. For a little bit at least. Like Desper, just use aimbot. You don't want to be cheating. Cheating ain't good. I don't do the whole hacker thing. That's not something I can get behind, you know. I'm wondering if this guy's gonna let me over or not. Come on, buddy, back off so I can come over. There we go. And I'm gonna try to kill Ronin. Alright, so what's happening is there's a thing called a slash dash with Ronin, Smile, and that's what you're explaining there. The slash dash, it's annoying. It really is annoying. Dude, you don't have to come over right now. You're going to cause an accident. People just don't think whenever they're driving, and you're just, ugh. But yeah, so it's doing a slash dash on you. Best thing you can do for this is just keep moving. And also, like, what I mean by that is just strafing, essentially. You want to go left to right in order to help you out. Yep. You just got to, best thing you can do is just keep moving. A lot of people's sensitivity isn't good enough to catch you either if you do a good sidestep. You'll notice in a lot of my matches where I play against the Ronin that I do a short juke one way and a long juke another way. That is because I know he's going to dash. I know he's going to try to slash me. So that short juke makes him think I'm going that way, and then I long juke the opposite direction. Now, you can also do two shorts if you want to kind of throw him off to see if he can predict, because he has to hit you. What we are hearing, this is not confirmed yet, but what we're hearing is that Ronin's ult will have to be aimed in the near future. So we will we'll see how that happens and if it happens. The other thing to keep in mind with Ronin, guys, is play high ground. High ground is king. Whether it's top of one of the channels, use top of the channels, use your staircases on your bunkers, things like that will give you the advantage over the Ronin. Like I said, if you ever watch my gameplay, I'm usually shooting Ronin from high ground unless he's AI controlled, or I'm using Crystal on him at range, Desper's lasso to stun him, or I'm hitting him with Frosty Boy. I mean, if you watch the video, prime example of the Frosty Boy, if you watch the video I did with the kitty, you see me hit Ronin with the Frost, and the Frost literally makes Ronin stand still. At that point, I just ult him with Frost, and it's over. Every time. That's just the way you do it. Like I said, it takes practice to do, obviously. Just take your time. And the other thing is, if you want to run the boss, if you can get Ronin in a boss ult, it does the same thing that it does to everybody else, just destroys. The boss ult's so annoying. I actually have the boss now. I just got him. Not running him yet, but I do have him currently. So I know I have a lot of viewer suggested lineups that were including the boss. So we will see if we can get some videos out for them as well. The boss ult is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. I like the character of the boss, and I do mean that. I am sincere about that. The character of the boss is phenomenal. I haven't even struggled in 2v2 against Ronins. I think the 2v2s against Ronins are fun because people tunnel vision with them. You just got to time that ult correctly, and you'll see what we mean. If you can time the ult correctly with the Ronin, with the boss, you'll see that Ronin dies real quick. It's just going to take time and practice. It's adapting to the speed of the character and the ability to move. That's the hardest thing to counter. So what I like to do with the boss, personally, is I like to bait the slash and then ult instead of ulting first. This kind of makes him use his mobility, so now he's stuck in my ult, and I can just do what I do. It's just a little tricky tip, you know. Go into the city today, guys. I got to go over to the sporting goods store, see if I can replenish some of my supplies that I have lost, unfortunately. Because I want to go fishing, and I need stuff to do that. Because I don't have anything anymore. So hopefully we can go over here and pick up some tackle. I have actually, believe it or not, and I actually survived because it was on Lucha. Tell you what, Lucha's just a beefy boy at the end of the day. Lucha Muerta is a beefy boy. That is a guy that can take a pounding and just keep coming at you. I actually like facing Ronins with Lucha because Lucha just has so much health that Ronin can't seem to counter it. Now, granted, my Lucha is level 12, almost level 13. So, one of those things. Three days. Yep, I am so ready. I am so ready to play my character. You guys know, you gotta do the epic heroic pose. Lucha versus Ronin, yeah. So here's the funny thing. Whenever you guys talk Ronin, so the original Lucha was the Ronin we have now, but better. No lie. The original Lucha could jump every 5 seconds, had 800 health, and was fast. Like, he was Katrina fast. So he was literally a more beefy version of Ronin. I got so good at countering him. That's why I put Frost in my lineup. And because Frost was the Reaper. Frost was the best card the game has ever seen. And there really isn't any argument to be had in regards to otherwise. That's how good Frost was at one point. Yep, Lucha used to be a fast big boy. That's all we can say. He had so much health. He had so much of everything that it made it impossible to counter him. And that's the way he was set up, the way he was designed. Led to some very interesting plays. It led to the Lucha push meta. The only thing that beat the Lucha push was Frost. That was the only thing. Lucha was a truck. That's really all you can say about Lucha at the end of the day. He did his job. He killed everything. And that's just how he did it. He did work, you know? Okay, buddy. Let me guess, you're going to cross the street too? Okay. Okay, I see you. There's always somebody, guys. Always somebody. 800 health points. Yeah, dude, 820 health points at level 12. Literally a monster. He was just a different level. I'm trying to see if they open. Curbside pickup. I don't think they are. I think I have to order. Ugh, I hate ordering. It's funny you say that, because back before the original health nerf for Lucha, they actually had some super bots that were running around that were pretty freaking crazy. Yeah, Lucha was just on a different level at the end of the day, and that's the way it was. That's the way a lot of these cards were. It's just the original cards for Frag. I gotta go that way, buddy. So I don't know what you're doing. I was waiting for you to pull up, sir. Yeah. Like guys, a lot of the original cards, like Ronin Strong, don't get me wrong, but he is by far not the strongest card the game's ever seen. That's my opinion. Obviously, everybody has a right to their own opinion, but that's my opinion on it. Like strong, but not the best card the game's ever seen, and not even really close to the best card the games have ever seen. Like I said, Lucha and Frost and the original Desper were just on an entirely different level than Ronin was. The Ronin would have been mincemeat to any of those guys in their first iteration. I don't know. I think I just ran a red light, didn't I? I don't know. Oh, I hate traffic. I think we got away with it, guys. I did not run a red light. Can confirm. Thought I did, though. Honestly, we just need a couple nerfs. If a couple cards get reworked, the meta change. The second Andro gets nerfed, splash damage meta is dead. That's just the truth of it. A second Blot gets nerfed, Blot Rush goes away. It's just one of those things that we kind of have to wait and see what they're going to do. But the meta is going to change, and it's just a matter of when. I truly believe that there will be an Andro nerf. My hope is it's something to the splash damage radius, because she hits so hard without hitting anybody that it's a little bit ridiculous. Ronin, I think, needs another rework. His rework should be a longer timer on his dash and no slash dash. That should not be a thing. Other than that, I wouldn't touch him. Desper, leave as is. He's not. You can't keep nerfing and buffing the same card over and over and over again. He has been changed more times than any card in Frag, and it's a little bit ridiculous. And yeah, I think the boss will get another nerf as well, but it's going to be a really minor one. I think the reduced movement speed while in his ult will change. Ronin's range is fine. It's how fast he can cover it that's the problem, Legend Killer. So I think if you increase his ult timer, decrease the slash dash, eliminate the slash dash, he'll be okay. But yeah, that's just kind of where we're at right now. Lots of things, lots of changes are coming. It's just a matter of when and how much of a change it shall be. At the end of the day, we wait and see. We'll get it. I'm confident. He's got a 6-meter sword, dude. Most needed nerf in the game right now. Ronin or Blot. I would actually lean more towards Blot than Ronin, because Blot is... yeah, so here's the thing. It's funny. I don't struggle with Ronins at all. I don't. I'm thinking, and I honestly don't think I've lost a match to a person playing Ronin. But I have lost a lot of matches to people playing Blot because of the stupid invincibility thing. Yeah, exactly. You can't be immune for that long, and that's my problem with him. I think honestly, and I've been saying this since Block came out, if you make it to where we can damage him in his ink form, he'll be fine. That's the only thing you have to change. But until they do that, he's just too good. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, though. Constantly changing and adapting. And, all these different cards come into play, you know? We shall see. We shall see. That's the only thing I know. I'm really hoping that some changes happen, but then that other ones are left alone. That's going to be the big thing. If they can do that, we'll be able to enjoy it. I like Von Doom. I think Von Doom is a very balanced card. Yeah, the invisibility thing is still in game. Yep. I actually said I like Von Doom. I think Von Doom is a very well done card. I would not touch him. Honestly, he's got the right movement speed, the right damage, and the right health regen to be useful, but not overpowered. That is a card that they did very, very well, in my opinion. There's a few cards I think that they did really, really well. So that's just kind of the way it goes. I remember pushing Von Doom. I still push Von Doom every once in a while. It's just because I love Von Doom. But he is very good if you can get on a tower and just start dancing around. There's a couple cards that I like. Ollie. Ollie's a lot of fun too. That's another very well done card. She doesn't feel overpowered, but she is strong, and that's how a legendary should be. And that's my opinion. I think Ollie is another good example of how a card should be set up. Ollie is a good one. Von Doom's a good one. That's just where I'm looking at it right now, you know? There's a few cards that are like that. And I think, honestly, if Frag changes but are not overpowered, that's a very fine line to walk. And then you probably have the boss at number 4. Some connection issues. This is going to be one of those days. Honestly, Polka doesn't do as much tower damage as you think she does. Jack is ridiculous on a tower. Genghis is ridiculous on a tower. I didn't see the other one. Yes, I did. Boss is a good one on the tower as well. There's a bunch of cards that are sneaky good if you can get them into position. Snow, actually, believe it or not, if you can get him to a tower, he does a lot of damage too. All the shotgun characters on towers do really, really well. Prisoner 99 has a very neat little trick where if you aim his saw blade, it'll bounce up and down, and it'll take out the tower almost instantly. It does that much damage. But he's very hard to get in position. Volcano, yeah, Volcano. He does some work on the towers as well. Volcano is no joke if you put him on a tower. Mr. Doe, I actually think he could do a little more tower damage. How's it going, Simply Emerald? Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Mr. Doe, I want that card to be good, but it's just not. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like I said, I do really, really want Mr. Doe to be good, though. Personal opinion. I'm biased. There's a lot of cards that I want to be good that aren't. I would love for Cleo to be good again. That'd be nice. Have the OG Cleo back. She would throw a monkey wrench into the meta. That's for sure. Man. Cleo back in the day was another card on a different level. It's just the way it went. And that's just kind of the way we are, guys. Like I said, the meta constantly changes, constantly grows and develops. 40 rounds, 100 DPS at level 9. Yep. But no health. Very slow. He's just not that good. He's good, but he's not that good. He falls into, so if we were to do like a category, for instance, where we had like ranked every character S class, A, B, C, D ranked characters, I would put Mr. Doe at a B rank. He's good, but he's not that good. Like A would be good. Actually, no. Yeah, A would be good. S would be great, and then we'd have SS, which would be OP. That's how I would rank them. Be interesting, actually. I think be interesting to set someone up like that. I wonder if I could do that. Maybe I can. Maybe I could set up a tier ranking for all the characters. That'd be very interesting and fun to do, I think. SS OG boss. I think he'd be S. And here's the reason. The SS is really the cards that broke the game. And the truth is that none of these cards really broke the game like some of the originals. OG Frost was literally the Reaper. I can't even make that up. You guys don't understand unless you played with OG Frost. OG Frost had 7 rounds in the clip, had consistent damage at all range. OG Lucha, SS, 100%. There's nothing you could do against him. OG Desper was another one that was SS. Dude, OG Frost. Let me put it in perspective for you guys. So I have a Frost in my lineup now. He was 360 health. He's level 13. Okay? Before all the nerfs that happened to Frosty Boy, he had 450 health. He was faster, substantially faster, had 7 rounds in the clip, had consistent damage, limitless range, and one ult from Frost, if you hit a character with it, could do 800 damage. He could one-shot a level 13 tower. That's how much damage OG Frost did. He was literally the Reaper, and the game has never seen a character as strong as he was whenever he first came out. And that's Frosty. That was how strong. Whenever I think game-breaking characters, I think of that. So I'm kind of slightly skewed in that regard. So where the new meta, whereas Ronin feels really strong to people, to me it's just like, okay, he's good. Wouldn't call him overpowered. That's just kind of where I'm at with it. I remember those characters. I remember having an 800 health point Lucha who could jump every 5 seconds and it was as fast as Katrina is now. I remember that. And so it's like, okay, what you gonna do? I remember Cleo being able to jump 3 times and faster with a faster fire rate and a bigger crit. Desper with the 4-second stun. He could kill a Lucha. He had that much time. He could literally shoot a whole clip, reload, and shoot again before the card would come out of stun. That's how strong. Whenever I think strong cards, that's what I'm thinking about. If I'm thinking Cleo, for instance, where she could jump every 3 seconds, not double jump, triple jump every 3 seconds, had a faster fire rate, higher damage, and was just ridiculous. Do you remember Jet? I do remember Jet as well. Jet was a lot of fun. Jet is one of those cards, though, that I think has been very well balanced as time has went on. I would not change Jet at all. I would leave her exactly how she is. Man, dude, I miss the days of OG Frosty. You want to solve your Ronin problem? Put Frost back to the original. Yes, Big Paku was another one. 450 health, level 13. He did 500 damage with an alt shot. Each rocket just had to hit in your area, and it would do over 100 damage. That was a good one as well. Like I said, if you want to see the game, you want to see the Ronins just start disappearing. Put the original Frost in the game. Your Ronin problem will be no more. Dude, if OG Frost came back in the game, people would not know what to think. Honestly, I think she might have been designed that way, Ernesto, with the double jump. So you see, rocket jumping and jet jumping has been a thing for a very long time. So it's a little interesting to sense. So kind of I'm impartial towards it, you know? If the original Lucha come back, you're going to see people running Lucha to counter the planet. Because none of the cards in the game right now can counter Lucha. None. He would be able to outrun your Andros. He'd outrun your Blots. He'd out-health your Ronins. He'd out-health the Frostal. There'd just be nothing. There's nothing that could counter him right now in the game. Nothing. You could literally run Lucha till you're blue in the face. That's the fun of it, though. The game constantly grows and adapts, and it leads to new metas and changes. And yeah, I would love to see, like I said, I would love to see some of those original cards and how they fit. Yeah, Lucha would just straight up out tank everybody. You want to put 5. So, like, just to put it in perspective, guys, if you were not running Frost back in the day and you were facing a high level Lucha, you had to have all 5 cards attacking that Lucha. Otherwise, he would win. That's how ridiculous he was. Oh, and he had a headshot multiplier. I forgot about that. He did double damage if you aimed your saw blade at your opponent's head. Lucha was the man, guys. And I do quite literally mean that. Lucha was the man at one point. And then Frosty Boy came, and Frost was like, you think you're strong? Let me show you something. And that's where Frost came into play. And it was really, really crazy. Cleo kind of came along before that. Got a couple reworks. She was still okay. Yeah, at that time, I remember before the chainsaw, the punching. He used to use his fists. That's way back. Yep. Yeah, it's something. Oh, it's something to think about how the original cards would fit into the meta, because the meta right now would just get decimated by the original cards. If the OG characters came back, I'd probably be the best player in the world again. If the OG characters came back, I would probably be the best player in the world. Thing is, the best player title goes to whoever's the best in the current meta. And like right now, there's a bunch of people competing for it. So it's kind of a little weird to think about. I actually don't know who the best player in the game is right now. I'm not going fishing right now. I'm actually at home. Going to make some videos for you guys. Get a shower, get a nap, and then I might go fishing. But anyways, guys, I am home, so I will see you legends in the next one. Stay safe. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Bye-bye.